I'm a catch. I get it. But Yella, please. I barely know you. We have a sort of boss-employee relationship. I can't take that. I pat the dirt off my new clothes and step out of the laundrette. Probably. I say there's like a 60-40 chance we're being robbed. Yella looks back at the laundrette. It's not impossible. We haven't even seen them in person after all. Leave with peace of mind. Keep a lookout. Oh yeah, one. Definitely. How about keeping a lookout? They'll definitely send someone to retrieve our stuff, whether it's a fraud or not. Well, what do you want to do? Do you want to just leave? Then we'll tail that person? I don't know. Can you hop on top of the car? In that case, what should we do? Sorry. Alarm went off. Yella folds her arms with a snort and walks down the street. Alright, I guess we're just walking away. Where are you going? Oh, okay, I guess we are doing a stakeout. Ah, yes. So, I have been sitting on a roadside bench near the laundrette throughout. Sometimes I would take notes of the activity at the store entrance. This went on until nightfall. Yella disappeared from sight after she went round to the back, but I didn't dare to leave my place for fear that I might miss something. Just when I'm yawning for the umpteenth time from this boring task, a car suddenly pulls up from the street outside the laundrette, and a man in a black fedora hurriedly steps out of the vehicle before entering the store. I'm sorry, I'm hiding inside the car, and I thought you were supposed to be watching the back. Yella suddenly appears from behind and taps my shoulder. Wah! Where did you come from? I get such a fright I fall off the bench, and any urge to sleep is gone. Alright, I guess we're just following inside the car now. Oh, okay. We reached that car in no time. The vehicle is still shaking, which proves it didn't stop completely. We look through the windows, and no one is inside. You're sure it's him? We're gonna get killed, aren't we? Yella grabs a handle, opens the car's rear door, pushes me inside, and squeezes in before closing the door behind her. We'll get spotted very easily like this. The car is more tight than I imagined. I get the feeling whoever is in front will see us irrespective of our hiding spot. Don't need to tell me twice. Yella pulls me to the flooring below the seat between the front and back part of the car. Hello. Oh. We're very close to each other because the space below the seat is too cramped, keeping to our awkward positions. Yella's chest is right in front, and it is so close I can't even see anything else. Yeah, sure, definitely, got it. Yella seems to be pricking up her ears to hear the things outside. Oh. Someone opens the car's front door soon afterwards. That person throws something inside, sits on the front seat, and the vehicle shakes for a while. He didn't drive the car immediately, but he lights some kind of weed, engulfing the entire vehicle with that tobacco smell before long, and I nearly cough. That man coughs a few times, and even spits out the window. I can only cover my mouth forcefully to prevent myself from choking. Damn! When I hear him curse, my heart skips a beat. Don't tell me he's noticed something suspicious. What kind of rubbish tobacco is this? So he is grumbling about his tobacco. My rapid heartbeat returns to normal. Nope, my heart would still be going thump, 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 thump. After that man seated in front finishes his angry remark, he pulls some switches and starts the car. That rocking on the floor becomes more forceful, and I feel a little dizzy. Not only that, but the car is also swaying from side to side constantly, making me feel even more queasy. Yella doesn't seem to be as sick as me. She remains focused on the things in front of her, warily, poised to bite someone. The man is probably driving to the suburbs because the surroundings are getting dimmer and there are few street lights after the car has moved for some time. The car is also shaking more strongly. I'm being rocked about so much that I keep having the urge to throw up the food I've eaten. I can only look at Yella's chest, hoping to think of something else. But my vision is getting blurry because of all that shaking. Just when I'm about to reach my limit, the car produces a loud screeching noise, shakes a bit, and stops. The man on the front seat does something which sounds like a key turning. The car becomes quiet and even stops shaking. Then he opens the front door, steps out, and slams the door shut. His footsteps are gradually fading in the distance. Why are you telling me to get off? You're the one on top of me. Hey, I wasn't looking. I swear, I wasn't. It was the predicament we were in. I ain't doing nothing. So she knows I've been looking at her all along. How embarrassing. Oh, okay. We climb out of the car softly. That driver with the hat isn't too far ahead, so we quickly follow him. Shortly afterwards, he turns into a dark, narrow alleyway, and I can hardly see anything. But based on our earlier trip in the underground tunnels below, Yella should still be able to keep him in sight, nevertheless. By relying on Yella's insight, we stay within a safe distance, and that man didn't spot us. Are we just back here? He stops outside a fence to throw the packet in his hands across the barrier. Next, he looks around very carefully before walking back in our direction, where we quickly hide inside a small gap at one side. We wait until he's left the place before going over to that fence to hear any activity. Someone seems to be talking on the other side. What are they saying? Okay. I try to hear them for a while, but I have to give up because they're talking too softly. In contrast, Yella is listening very attentively and seems to have heard something. I will ask her afterwards, so I step back and look around to assess our surroundings after having this thought. We're in a narrow alleyway, and I have a bad feeling. If we get something similar to last night, we might not have such a lucky escape this time. The only consolation is that we have not angered anyone at this point. We have no reason to get angry with them, so we certainly can't do anything rash for tonight. My body suddenly shakes while I'm thinking about it. Footsteps. It sounds as if several people in hard footwear are opening a metal door, and they are about to come out. This group of people are very close. They will see us once they step out. What should I do? I glance sideways and realize it'll probably be very difficult to hide anywhere without getting spotted, and we'll definitely look very suspicious if we run. Then we'll just have to act as passerby, right? I quickly lean across to Yella, press both hands against the wall, and hold her down in that small space before me. Quiet! There's some people over there. She turns around abruptly and is looking at me with a mixture of surprise and indignation. Shh! At this moment, that group of men leaving the compound turn on their lights and approach us. I steal a look at Yella, indicating for her to be quiet. Cooperate with me. Alright, at least she's agreeing with that. I lower my head, lean close to Yella, and overlap her face. This way, we will look a lot more natural, like a couple kissing each other. The young punks nowadays are so wild. They dare to do this sort of thing down here. Be by yourself. Weren't you even wilder than them when you were young? Some of the male voices sound a bit familiar, but they just wave their lights at us a bit. Then we head off into the alley they head off into the alley while talking among themselves. Sigh, speaking of our younger days, I was also seen as a leader at that time. What are you saying? You're still being surrounded by a bunch of gals, right? Yeah, you're different. We still have to wait on our bitches at home. The three of them chat coarsely, among themselves before their voices gradually fade in the alleyway. Phew, they're gone. I move my hand away from the wall and return to that initial distance from Yella, and realize she is staring intently at me. Missy, I'm sorry, I had no choice, I swear. Yella didn't say anything. She just goes off in a direction away from those men. Don't be angry. I didn't touch you this time. I didn't. You guys saw I'm innocent, right? Can't you see we didn't have a choice? What hand? This hand? It's not touching anything. Ah, no. Then I realize my hand is groping the empty space around me while talking without realizing it. You're telling me I'm chatting with her going like, I swear I didn't have a choice. Honk honk? They were just talking about stuff. I didn't hear anything clearly, but how come that group of people who passed us just now had voices which sounded familiar to me? Yes, really. Yella lowers her head to think for a while. Ah, we're dealing with Tiger Gang people, aren't we? It can't be. I'm shocked. We just had another brush with death? I'm afraid of death. I have plenty of reasons to be afraid. This place is their territory. If they recognized us, we might not be as lucky as last night. Oh, really? And you couldn't do that last night? Missy, don't act tough. You nearly got sent into a coffin by them last night. Yeah, she remembers now, doesn't she? Yella seems a little bitter, but she isn't saying anything to rebut me either. We should hurry back to the city. It's too dangerous to stay here. I know I am. I'm right a lot of the time. We leave the alley by turning a corner towards a broader stretch of road before I can finally calm down. By the way, did you catch any of the conversation between those people behind the fence? Are they frauds? You know what? Good for Diego. He really needs to get out of that town. It's not good for him. Brothers? Were they referring to us? Okay, that one might be talking about us. Dangerous people, is it? Okay, so at least we'll be getting our documents. No, looks like that place really specializes in making identification documents. And it sounds rather professional too. We should have no problems. Ah, 24-hour restaurants, man. Yella raises both her hands high up and stretches. You seem to be in a good mood. Are you excited because you'll get to sleep on a big bed soon? I'm just asking a question. I wasn't asking for a beating. I was just asking a question, an innocent question. Why are you blaming me again? Since when did I ever ask for a beating? I really don't. Yella glares at me before walking on while humming a tune nonchalantly. She's certainly in a good mood. Well, back on the laundromat. The next day, we return to the laundryette and reach machine 12 on row 5 with the under repair notice. I peer through the transparent window. Indeed, I can see an envelope, but I can't determine its contents. I copy the laundryette owner's earlier actions to open the window and obtain the envelope. It feels very light, as though hardly anything is placed inside. This is that thing we had to pay 1,200 in exchange? It's so light. Alright. I open the envelope. It has 2 small cards inside. Each has our name printed on it, along with a picture of us. Man, I look gorgeous in this picture. They should be correct. Well, there's only one way to find out. Never mind. Let's try them at that hotel, and we will know. I would say somewhere, less security guard filled. But okay. So we rush back to the hotel, excitedly. Oh! Look at this! We are living in the lap of luxury now, fellas. This time, we could register our names at the hotel's front desk smoothly, and we chose a luxurious suite that Yella wanted. Look at her, she's all excited, like, it's a bed! I haven't seen one of these. I haven't seen one of these in a fortnight. Maybe, I don't know what a fortnight is, I don't know how long it is. Upon entering the room, we're drawn by the amount of space and the huge, soft-looking bed inside. Yella is the first one who can't resist. She kicks off her shoes to one side and dives into the comfort of that soft woolen blankets. Ooh, what kind of memories? You're so dirty. Someone's clean blanket just got spoiled by you. I also exercise my stiff neck. It seems like a good time to sleep today. But you mind your own business. This is my business. I got you that money. Kinda. Yeah. Yella hurls a pillow at me, but it misses and lands on the floor instead. By the way, why didn't you book 2 rooms? I glance around the entire room and notice it only has 1 bed. Where am I going to sleep then? When we were at the reception counter, Yella chose a suite without any hesitation, and immediately went to the room with the key exuberantly, giving me no time to say anything. By the way, it shouldn't be a problem for me to book another room. I don't really need a suite, and a single room should suffice. Well, where am I gonna sleep? I mean, honestly, for me, that couch looks so comfy. I ain't got no problem sleeping on couches. Couches are great. I love them. Are you serious? I believe you can be frugal when we're down and out, but you're still thrifty. Even though we really have money now, it doesn't seem like you. Renting a suite is inherently expensive. Well, alright then, you know what? I guess I'm not needed here. You'll be sleeping on this pillow afterwards. I pick up the pillow she threw at me and return it on the big bed. Ooh, I get a pillow. You know what? That's fine at least. My pillow. Wait. I know. You fear being alone. So you didn't book 2 rooms, right? You want to sleep with me so much. Yeah, I know. I'm a catch. I get it. But Yella, please. I barely know you. We have a sort of boss-employee relationship. I can't take that.
あんた
I got her. Yella's face suddenly turns red, and she's at a loss for words. What about me? Did I say anything wrong? Don't tell me I'm right. This girl is really afraid to stay in a room by herself.
このグボくあんたなんか死ねばいいのよ
Oh, I'm the furthest away from hell I could possibly be right now, and I got no intention of going back. With those parting words, she enters that room with the word bathroom printed on the door, her face entirely red. I got her good. Don't say it. You look rather cute when your face is red. I give my reply while looking at the bathroom door, and then lie down on the bed. Oh no, I forgot! At first, I thought of getting my beauty sleep, but I suddenly remember we still haven't collected our clothes at the laundrette. We were too carried away in obtaining our driving licenses that we forgot about it. So I have to clamber out of the bed reluctantly. Yella, I'm going to the laundrette to take our clothes.
はーい
Okay, not even a goodbye, just a got it. Alright. The bathroom is filled with the sound of running water. Water. This girl must be enjoying her bath. I'm going to take one of our room keys, and the other one will be in front of that thing called a television. Don't forget to take it with you if you want to go out.
シャワーの音で聞こえないわ出かけるならどうぞ
Okay, fine. You know what? I'm out. See ya. Yes. I take the key and prepare to leave this refuge. Suddenly, I remember something and quickly turn back. No! Did you forget? I can't go out by
どう
myself.
してよ
Why not? Am I that much? Oh, wait, the distance. The distance thing, I forgot about that. I made an agreement with you. I'll die if I'm too far away from you.
契約そうだったわねそれじゃあ待ってなさい
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I didn't like the confidence of that, oh, that's right, she just said there. There is no agreement, is there? Sure, I may be a 300-year-old thrall to this lady, but there is no limit on the distance I can have from you. She is truly afraid of being alone. I've cracked this case wide open. I break out in a cold sweat because I nearly killed myself for my impulsive behavior. But Yella is also partly to blame because she didn't remind me about such an important thing. She can't possibly have forgotten about it too. She did because it doesn't exist. As we were heading out, the hotel front desk approached Yella to ask where she was going, and even helped to arrange for a car to take us there. So we returned to that laundrette in Grapevine Street before long. Wow! This hotel's awesome! However, the shop owner told us that there was a long queue, and we need to wait for some time before he just started on cleaning our clothes. So, Yella bounded off to shop in that boutique along this street because she didn't like the smell on me, and I was left all alone here. I was bored and began to observe those wonderful washing machines. Each one of them had a metallic pipe that would spray water into the interior, and the receptacle inside would turn and spin the clothes subsequently. Young man, where are you from? The owner approaches me to strike up a conversation while I'm engrossed in the washing machines. Huh? How should I put it? If I only look at this place, I'm a local, but in terms of time, I'm not. Don't worry, I won't tell the police. I also came from outside. At the south, I obtained my identification before. More easily at that time compared to now, though. Is that so? I'm also from the south. Really? No wonder you're so curious about all these things. It's your first time here? Yes. They're so miraculous. I've never seen anything like these before. This is called an automatic washing machine. The owner proudly regarded me as a compatriot from his country of origin, and he kept talking about his past, how he left to seek his fortune from a place that didn't even have electricity, and came here to open a big laundrette. Of course, I was the same as him when he was younger, and didn't know anything about the electricity he talked about until he explained everything to me. Thus, I realized that the streetlights, the telephones, the television, and these machines would need electricity to run in this day and age. Those fast-moving vehicles were called cars, and they burned a kind of oil too. After a grueling afternoon, we finally obtained our cleaned clothes and returned to our hotel room. Yella kicked off her shoes before leaping into the bed once again, and then she looked at me with disgust.
近寄らないでね、歩く生ゴミ。さっさとシャワーを浴びてきなさい。
She's so rude. Okay, I guess it's our turn to take a shower, but we will be taking that next time. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. See you later.